Here's what we have in store for you on this edition of Shelby This Week. It has taken years of planning and discussion, but a new Shelby Township Court will be constructed. We have all the details from the groundbreaking ceremony. And a big construction project will start soon, and the stretch of roadway might affect your travel to and from work. We have all this and much more coming up on this edition of Shelby This Week.
Three, two, one.
It has been years in the making, but the groundbreaking for the new Shelby Township 41A District Court will start construction. The excitement surrounding the new courthouse brought out current and past board members, along with many leaders in the community. The Board of Trustees approved the contract for the new building on the township's municipal grounds back in December. The cost is approximately $5.2 million. Township Treasurer Michael Flynn assures residents this cost will not affect them.
We've set this money aside basically over the last 10 years to reach this point where we didn't get into a bonding situation like they were talking about back in 2008. So we're very pleased we could finally afford it. It's a need for the community and we're happy to get it done.
The court will be over 18,000 square feet and will be located by the police department.
A very big day for the court. As we've discussed here, the plans have been in the works for many years, probably 15 years or so, and finally, with the plans and the ability to finance this, it all came together at this point. So this will assist us as far as our needs for the court users, and that's ultimately what it comes down to: the court users having a safe facility, an attractive facility that the community can be proud of, but something that's safe for the court users. This is a very big day for the court.
Burnco Incorporated will complete the project after submitting the lowest bid. They recently completed the court building in St. Clair Shores. For many people in the community, it was exciting to see the groundbreaking ceremony actually arrive.
I mean, many people are walking away still saying, I can't believe it happened, but it did. It's taken 16 years to get to where we are right now, but the residents of Shelby Township can rest assured that we did it the right way. We did it with the money in the bank. We're paying cash, no borrowing, no bonding. It's money that we've been saving up. How have we gotten the money? Through surpluses. We've had operational surpluses every year since 2008, and this is no exception this year. So with that money, that's what's building this court. And yes, when it's done in January of 2019, it'll be paid for. The judges will actually be conducting cases in a real court, unlike what they have right now.
Stay with Shelby this week as we will bring you updates throughout the construction process. The spring and summer months wouldn't be the same without construction, and motorists get ready because one major freeway will see lane closures and a complete shutdown of all westbound lanes. Our April Morton has more from the MDOT briefing conference.
Poor paving conditions beyond rehab is the reason MDOT gives for a complete closure of westbound I-696 and partial lane closures eastbound between I-94 and I-75. MDOT says at a press conference today the closure will happen this spring, although an exact start date will soon be determined.
Typically, we receive the schedule after a contract's awarded. I expect that to happen in the next couple of weeks. At that point, we would have a projected start date for the work and for the first lane closures.
Those lane closures will affect eastbound I-696 starting in July. There will also be some exit ramp restrictions. The freeway is expected to reopen in early November, although construction will continue on the service drive. The project will affect a significant amount of motorists.
So we have about 150,000 daily drivers on 696, so it's a pretty big number.
A pretty big number of drivers are also affected by the current $60 million M59 project west of Garfield Road to Romeo Plank. This is phase 2 of the project from Van Dyke that started last year and is expected to reopen early October this year. MDOT says in addition to adding a 4th lane and replacing concrete with asphalt, they want to make the area more pedestrian friendly.
We have 9 additional crosswalks that we're adding at intersections. It helps the residents who live there, but it also helps those who come and shop at the area so they don't have to get in their car and drive over to the other side of the road. If they want to walk on a nice summer day, they can walk through the whole corridor.
For active construction zone in real time, which is updated every 9 minutes, be sure to check out movingmacomb.org. As well, you can find out travel times and alternative routes. For Shelby This Week, I'm April Morton.
For more on the construction project and others scheduled throughout the state, visit michigan.gov/MDOT. State Representative Peter Lucido spoke to a crowd of people at his Utica Community Schools Town Hall meeting. The crowd was made up of students, parents, residents, and Shelby Township elected officials, as well as Utica Community Schools personnel. He started off the presentation by saying how he cares about the kids in the community, and that is the purpose of the town hall. The forum covered topics including funding for the schools and safety during the school day. He then spent time offering people in the audience to ask questions for the panel, which included other state representatives.
I want results. I want to make sure that the public out here understands that we have a crisis on a financial basis. And every day we don't do anything about it, we'll go to the well and there won't be any water. So if we're spending more than what we have coming in from the state, I need to ask, if the legislature can't find new dollars and it doesn't exist, what we need to do to educate our children, pay the bills, and most importantly, live on the legacy here of the great schools here in Utica.
School safety was a hot-button topic for audience members. Utica Community Schools combated the safety issue by partnering with the Shelby Township Police Department. Each high school in the district will now have an armed officer during the school day. Overall, the discussion brought up many important talking points for residents. Macomb County Clerk Karen Springer has been removed from her position. The elected county worker was ordered by a judge to be removed from office, effective immediately. St. Clair County Circuit Judge Daniel J. Kelly ruled Springer did not meet the residency requirements to be clerk of the county. Springer claims she resided at a house on Hudson Street in Warren. However, the house has not had running water or other utilities for a few years. Springer was elected in the clerk position after the November 2016 elections. She has seen her fair share of battles after being elected to the job. She has more than 20 grievances filed against her. Springer has the chance to appeal the ruling with the Michigan Court of Appeals. In the meantime, Macomb County has temporarily appointed Kathy Brower to the position of clerk. She will assist the county during this transition period. The circuit court judges will meet and make an appointment to replace Springer until the general election in November. The judges will meet this month to make their decision. Still ahead on Shelby This Week, 3 elections will be held this year and Shelby Township is looking for workers. We will tell you about the job opportunity. The Shelby Township Lions Club is back with their annual Knockout Blindness event. Learn when the event will be and how you can purchase your tickets. And National Day of Prayer will be in May, and Shelby Township will host a prayer event in the morning with local church leaders. Stay with us because there is still much more ahead on Shelby This Week.
I would like to take a moment to share some fire safety tips for pet owners.
Remember, your pet can be curious, and curiosity can definitely start a fire.
Pets may bump into or knock over a variety of things, such as cooking equipment, lamps, candles.
As a reminder, do not leave any of these items unattended with your pet alone in the room.
Some pets like to chew. Please make sure that your pets don't chew on any electrical cords. If you do have a fire in your home, get out and stay out. Let the firefighters know when they get there that you have a pet inside your home.
With the elections on the horizon, Shelby Township needs workers to assist in the process. On April 4th, the Shelby Township Clerk's Office will hold an election worker job fair. The need for workers is very important to ensure the day goes smoothly and residents are able to get in and out of their polling stations as efficient as possible. High school students as well as senior citizens are encouraged to apply. You have to be at least 16 years old to work, and anyone above the age of 18 has to be a registered voter. You don't have to be a Shelby Township resident to work the polls.
It's a very rewarding experience. They get to help their fellow citizens on election day, and also they make a couple dollars for, extra spending.
If you are interested in applying, but you can't make it out to the job fair on April 4th at 6 p.m., you can contact the clerk's office at 586-731-5102. The annual Knockout Blindness charity event is back this year. The event, sponsored by the Shelby Township Lions Club, will be on Wednesday, April 18th. Doors open at 6 p.m., and the main event begins at 8:30 p.m. All of the proceeds go towards local charities the Lions Club supports. One of those charities includes Leader Dogs for the Blind. Co-chairman of Knockout Blindness, Ray Confer, said that the average cost of a leader dog is $38,000. Through the various Lions Club events each year, they are able to donate and make sure people who need a leader dog get one. The Lions Club's mission is serving the community, and with the help of supporters, they are able to reach their goal year after year. Knockout Blindness is a unique event because it is centered around a boxing match.
It's a great event to get the people from the community together. It serves as a great thing that's for us to raise money for this event. And we try to make all of our events a classy event, so people can come have fun, and yet they're still donating for the cause.
Knockout Blindness will be at Plaza Grande. For tickets, visit shelbylions.org. The first Thursday in May is known as National Day of Prayer. The annual day of observance started in 1952, and it encourages people to pray and meditate sometime during the day. Shelby Township has a tradition of holding a special service with church leaders from across the area to pray. On May 3rd at Cherry Creek Golf Course, everyone is invited to attend the Day of Prayer. Doors open at 6:30 a.m. and the prayer begins at 7 a.m. For more information on the event, visit shelbytwp.org. A new bakery opened in Shelby Township, and they are making it their mission to not only make desserts, but to contribute to local charities. Our Robert Gambrell has more.
Bakeries are usually all about selling their pastries, but Yo Sweets is all about giving back.
Making strides against breast cancer walk down at Hart Plaza that Kroger's is over. I've done that 2 years in a row. I've done something with Comerica headquarters in Livonia, part of their breast cancer charity event.
Danielle says that business has been picking up pretty fast since moving here 2 months ago. And she is well known for her charity work, but she plans on giving back to the township.
The parent group within the Utica school system, and I've recently reached out to do something within the Shelby Township Library as well for their youth program.
The mother of two enjoys giving back to the youth.
To thrive out in your community, you need their support. So in order to give them something, you need to give something back.
Yo Sweets is a different bakery with flavors like Oreo pudding, banana pudding, orange creamsicle, peach cobbler. Danielle says that her passion is baking, and she's been doing it ever since she was a little girl.
So when I went into doing a majority of my flavors, I tried to do some of the things that I enjoy eating as a kid, as far as the orange creamsicle, the humor bar. That is kind of what put into my cupcake flavors, was kind of the things that I like. If I have an orange creamsicle, I want to taste orange creamsicle. I don't want it to just be orange and taste vanilla. I want that flavor.
Yo Sweets Bakery is known for their unique cupcakes, but their charity work is also their #1 priority. Reporting for Shelby This Week, I'm Robert Gambrell.
Coming up next on Shelby This Week, one Utica Community School student took on a volunteer project which made some very lucky senior citizens very happy. And learn how you can become a Clinton River Watershed volunteer and help clean up the environment.
You made this vacation happen, cleverly merging promotions,
double points with every purchase,
and cross-referencing travel sites. Aloha! If you can ace your vacation, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
40% of food in America is never eaten.
If you have spent any time at the Shelby Township Senior Center, two faces may look familiar to you. These two people spend countless hours volunteering throughout the community, and our April Morton caught up with them at the Senior Center Easter brunch.
When you look up volunteering in the dictionary, you just may see a picture of Bob and Diane Labadie. Well, at least you will on a couple of articles. That's because after retiring, they opted out of moving to sunny Florida like most retirees and decided to spend their time volunteering and helping others.
Like Florida. I love Michigan. This is my hometown. This is where I'm going to stay. I just... like my husband told me when he retired, he said I should go back to work. I worked less when I was working than I do now that I'm retired. But I believe in keeping active as much as you can.
And keeping active is exactly what this couple of 51 years does, like helping out here at the Shelby Township Senior Center almost every day for the past 15 years, as well as volunteering downtown in Detroit every Saturday.
We started almost 5 years ago. It was just... I didn't know what to expect, but it's just every week is a new beginning for some people. It brings a lot of joy and pleasure to other people and to myself. I love my people downtown.
Diane says being a blessing to others is her purpose on earth. When I asked her how long will she continue this path of serving others?
Until they put me 6 feet under. And then I might still be working some other way through.
With almost every day filled with helping others, what keeps these two going?
Yeah, she keeps me going.
Yeah, I keep going. But, mostly the thing is that I believe that by doing community service, by helping other people and stuff, like I tell people, like with downtown, when I go down there, you can't be blessed enough. You know what I mean? There's maybe once a week I might get a blessing from somebody, but like when we're downtown, everybody that comes to our line is God bless you, thank you. How can you go wrong with that?
Diane says she encourages everyone to volunteer.
I wish everybody would take the time to experience the joy and pleasure you can bring to other people. That a lot of sadness in this world, and I think by just giving somebody a hug for the day, coming in and smiling, saying hello, makes a difference.
National Volunteer Week is April 15th through the 21st. If you would like to take a page out of Diane and Bob's book, there are plenty of opportunities right here in Shelby Township to volunteer. For Shelby This Week, I'm April Morton.
Working at the Senior Living Center sparked an idea for this Utica Community Schools student. An ELVIS prom at Pine Villas of Shelby brought the seniors to their feet.
Lauren Bark is a junior at Utica Academy for International Studies. One requirement before she graduates next year is to complete a volunteer project, and her part-time job inspired her to host an ELVIS prom.
I wanted to give back and give them something that they would like.
Her opportunity to host this event took months of preparation, but in the end, it was all worth it.
They really liked it. They liked it more than I expected. I think it was because of the Elvis impersonator. Elvis is from their time period, so even one resident who's been living there for 11 years said it was like the best party they've ever had there. So, I was really happy that they enjoyed it.
This ELVIS prom was a hit with residents, but it wasn't Lauren's first idea.
I had other things in mind, because I'm involved in running, so I thought about doing like a cross-country team or whatever, but then I was like, I really like these seniors, and I thought about maybe even doing like a casino night for them, but I was like, the prom came to my mind, and I was like, this would be perfect. I had people from my school come to the event, and they didn't really know what they were getting into. They didn't know they'd be dancing, but I had them dance with residents, and the residents really, really liked just dancing and talking to the young people. And I think the volunteers had fun too, so I think it was good all around.
From this volunteer project, Lauren learned just how important it is to sit down and listen to seniors.
Being with the seniors for like 8 months, you get to know them, and it's so important to talk to the elderly. They're really, really cool to talk to. They have so many cool stories and wisdom, so I think it's really important for young people to get out there and just talk to the seniors.
With warmer weather on the horizon, the Clinton River Watershed Council will begin to do more work outside. Our Kia Tyus has more on how you can get involved and volunteer to learn more about the environment.
If you're looking for a way to get involved in your community, what better way than to adopt a stream?
Adopt a Streams are a citizen science monitoring program that we have at the Clinton River Watershed Council. It's designed to get people connected to the waterways and to their natural resources and actually get them out into the stream and get them involved collecting data. The more volunteers we have, the more sites we can monitor. We're a pretty small office, so if we have 50, 60 volunteers or even more, actually right now we have about 200 in the program. The more volunteers, the more sites we can monitor, the more data we can collect.
I've been looking for ways to get involved in the community, especially with an environmental impact. Having that sense of community and being able to make a difference in your community in that kind of way just really attracted me to it. I thought it was really cool just like knowing that I'm collecting data that can help the community and feeling the water go by. It's really cool. Just learning really like different kind of bugs, what kind of bugs are in the river and how that indicates the health of the river. I thought that was really interesting.
It's important for volunteers to train. In the training, you'll learn how to ID the bugs or the benthic macroinvertebrates that you're looking for. You'll also learn different stream structures, why they're important, and what relates them to the Adopt Stream program as a whole. Once you take the training, you can remain in the program pretty much as long as you wish. We try to send volunteers to the same site twice a year. That way they develop a relationship with that site and the data is more meaningful to the individual.
It's important to make sure the water surrounding you is not polluted. Kia Tyus for Shelby This Week.
To become a volunteer with the Clinton River Watershed Council, visit them online at crwc.org. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always watch us online or on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. Although Easter is over, last week the township brought together people to enjoy a delicious Easter brunch. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.